everyone out there. I'm Sharina Williams, podcast host of I Got This Kid, and this week we are continuing to create together. Today I have not one, but I have two helpers with me. I have my daughter,
Mahana,
and my son,
Kristen,
and we are going to be making
moon sand.
Yeah! You guys might be wondering, why do we have two setups? Well, I'm going to let Mahana explain why.
There is the vegetable oil and the baby oil. So we're going to test two different ones to see which one we like better or if they are both the exact same.
Exactly. So we've got two different oils. We have baby oil on Christian's side and we have vegetable oil on Mahana's side. And so we honestly kind of we just want to test and see which one we personally like better. But we also want to show you guys at home that either option is totally doable. Remember, it is whatever you have at home. So we've pre-measured 2 cups of, what do we have there?
Flour.
We've got 2 cups of flour on each side, and we've got, again, the 2 different oils. Now, if you don't want 4 cups of moon sand, you can simply just reduce the amounts and give one child 1 cup and the other child 1 cup. But I know how these people are, and so I just decided, hey, go for it. Let's do 2 cups each and see how it goes. So first, kiddos, let's take a cup of flour and dump it in our bins.
Okay. It looks so cool. I know.
It does. It looks like a statue. All right, go ahead. What? That's 1. What are you adding now?
I thought you said 1.
Well, I did. My bad. All right, now here comes the messy part. If you are like me, if you are anything like me, I have OCD, I hate messes, and so I usually like to contain stuff. But for you guys, I wanted to show you what we were doing. So I just got some bins and I put the bins out so stuff could kind of be contained, but I have really large ones, and sorry, baby, under any other circumstance, I would put this inside of the really big bin and let them have added in there. But I got a vacuum and some wipes, so I'm prepared. All right, guys, are you ready to pour your oil?
Yes.
Let's do it. And here's the fun part. Dig in, mix.
It feels good, actually.
Does it feel good?
It feels weird.
Let me see. And the baby oil one actually smells really good. And you're just gonna work it in there. And as you work it in, you'll notice, Mahana, you see she's over here going to town, but you'll notice that it's getting
harder.
It is getting harder. That's one way to describe it.
Really, it looks like Play-Doh kind of.
It does, but what do you think you have to keep doing in order to get
mixing?
Exactly.
To get moon sand?
To get that texture. And so I see Christian's over here. I'm noticing as I'm pressing it in and kind of like instead of balling it, but like pinching it, I'm getting more of the moon sand texture. I've purchased moon sand before, and it definitely has this same kind of texture and consistency.
It feels weird.
It does feel weird.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those things that you have to decide for yourself, like,
it feels so weird.
if you like it. You see she's already playing with it. And then you notice, like, you can ball it up, and it kind of...
It just, crumbles once you drop it.
It crumbles as soon as you drop it. And so that is definitely moon sand. This baby oil one smells great. I'm wondering, too, if I would have thought about it in advance, you guys. And somebody should try this and send me a message. And tell me if you put, an essential oil, like a lavender or a lemon or something like that. Oh, yeah, that's the same consistency. I'm contaminating it, though. All right, are you guys ready to show your finished product?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. We're going to try to tilt it up for you guys so you can see our finished product. So here is Christian's finished product. Ta-da! And then, Mahana, your finished product? And that is Mahana's finished product. So you can see the color is totally different with the vegetable oil versus the baby oil. So if you do decide to do both kinds, then you'll be able to kind of tell the difference. I made sure to put mine in a storage container where I can lid it. And at some point, I'm going to hide it and take it out. I am going to hide it because I don't want to find moon sand all over my house. But I am going to do that. And when they ask for it, I will take it out and I will let them play with it. And I will let them be responsible for the cleanup for it. Because, again, this is their stuff. And I want them to be involved. But I also want them to be responsible and be able to clean up after themselves.
It looks like like something like.
See?
It looks like flour, except you can just squish it together.
It just falls apart. So yeah, actually, I don't know, guys. I said earlier that I would add more flour. Don't add any more flour. Like, this is pretty much the consistency and the texture.
I'm gonna try to make a big old ball.
Oh,
Go for it. Okay,
Yes.
so while they're playing, I can talk to you guys about some things that you can do with the moon sand. So before we even came and sat down, I allowed them to do the measuring of the oils. And I had them do a little bit of the flour. Again, I wanted to contain some of the mess. And so I handled the flour, but I did let them measure the oil and ask them, like, well, does this look like a fourth? They can handle that. We did talk about before we started what would happen if we increased the amount of flour? What would happen?
Weird.
It does. What would happen if we decrease the amount of flour? What would happen if we increase the amount of oils? And so we did have those discussions prior to, just because I want to get their minds thinking about not just the activity and the play, but being critical thinkers, what they're putting together, and like cause and effect. What occurs if I do this, and what occurs if I do that? And again, this is stuff that you don't necessarily have to find in a textbook. So here's the other thing. If you have empty containers or different things, cookie cutters lying around, you can use them to create with your moon sand, just like you were at the beach. So I'm using the flour container, not the oily container, just because I don't want to create any more mess. I'm going to borrow yours, Christian. And you can do things like,
This is mine.
it is yours. You can pack it in just like you would at the beach, right? Bam!
Hey!
Whoa!
So you can do all kinds of little silly things with this stuff, and creations that you would do. See? Oh, look at that. That's good looking. That looks like a volcano.
Uh-huh.
And then boom.
Whoa.
So you get the possibilities are endless. You can create all kinds of different things with it. Again, if you have cookie cutters, then you could pretend like you're playing kitchen. If you want to pretend like you're having a day at the beach, then you can go ahead and get cans and make a moon sand castle. So whatever it is that you want to do, like, the possibilities are endless, and the only thing that limits is the imagination. But I would say for this activity, how the kids are just kind of having at it, let them have at it. Let them do their thing. I think I'm not going to see them for a while because I think they're pretty happy with what they're doing. But, follow their lead. Manage, anything that you don't like. If they try to go and run off and do things that they probably shouldn't be doing with the moon sand, then you probably want to contain it, right? Have it. It's our moon sand recipe that you can easily make at home with ingredients that you probably already have in your pantry or in your cabinet. And, the kids are totally excited about what they have created. And these things will be hidden later. But,
Hey! I heard that!
They heard that. Well, maybe they'll be hiding them from me. We'll see how it goes. And don't forget, y'all, too, this Sunday, live at 5, Q&A is going to be happening. And I'm excited on Facebook. So tune in for that. And make sure to tune in tomorrow where we're going to make puzzles. I'm so excited because we're going to show you how to make puzzles and how easy it is to make puzzles. And all you're going to need is either a coloring sheet, a piece of paper, a laminator if you have one, and if not, just a clear sheet. And if not, just your imagination. It's going to be a blast, I guarantee it. So until the next time, you guys, take care.
Bye!